Tyler Gregory Acoma, also known as Wolf Haley, Sir Baudelaire, Morgan Freeman's son, and Thick Daddy 27. Who is he? He makes music, clothing, videos, and much more. I guess you could call Tyler a creator. Tyler has 7 official albums under his belt, and today I'll be ranking all of them. I'm not counting the Grinch EP or any of his unreleased stuff, and that includes the Infamous mixtape that he considers an album. I would count it, and I was really close to doing so, but I just haven't listened to it enough to let it sink in, mostly because it's not on Spotify. If you want to know where I'd put it, I'd probably put it at the very bottom, and the only songs I actually genuinely enjoy are French and VCR. Anyways, with that out of the way, let's get on to the actual ranking, starting with the very worst.
I'm a Sigmarist or Kaisenat. No, I'm not.
Goblin is so mid, I'm sorry. It feels like I'm listening to the same song for an hour and a half. I don't know, dude. Sometimes I'm in a good mood and I like this album, but most of the time I just skip its songs when they come up in my playlist. The songs are so long and drawn out. Songs like Radicals and Window would be so much better if they were like 3 or 4 minutes instead of 7. It's hard to pick a favorite song on an album like this, but I think I'm gonna go with Analog, with Yonkers and Sheen second and third. My least favorite song by far is BSD. It's so bad. Overall, I'm gonna give this album 6 out of 10. It's not horrible overall, but it's definitely not my first choice. Now on to the actual good stuff. These next 3 albums were really hard for me to rank. All things considered, Flower Boy is a really good album with some amazing songs. It's just held back for me in a few areas. Besides Goblin, this is the only album I don't really understand story-wise. I know this is Tyler's coming out album in both sound and sexuality, but other than that, it doesn't really have much going for it. It's a decent fall-themed album with some bangers like I Ain't Got Time in November, and some songs that make you levitate like Garden Shed and Boredom. This album also holds Tyler's most streamed song, See You Again. No, not that one. It's the first Tyler song I ever listened to, and I think it's alright. It's good, but nothing to really write home about. My top 3 songs are Forward, Garden Shed, and I Ain't Got Time. My least favorite is Pothole, featuring Jaden Smith.
I hang out with other people that are my age, and they're just kind of just...
Overall, I'm giving this album an 8 out of 10. This is a really good album, it's just not my absolute favorite. Now on to a pretty controversial pick. Igor, the first Tyler album to win a Grammy, and probably his most popular and universally loved album of all time. It has a really well-defined story about someone named Igor falling in love with a guy, being rejected, someone else being involved, and it ends on bad terms for their relationship. Don't get me wrong, this is an awesome album, and it's probably Tyler's objective best album. It's just not my absolute favorite. This album has some amazing songs like I Think, What's Good, and New Magic Wand. I just think the biggest downfall for this album is how short it is. This album clocks in at about 39 minutes. I'd say on average most Tyler albums are around 52 minutes. 52 to 54 is pretty much the magic number. This album only has 12 songs, one being an interlude. I just think some songs could be longer. My top 3 is What's Good, Are We Still Friends, and Gone Gone Thank You. And my least favorite is I Don't Love You Anymore. Overall, I'm going to give it an 8.5 out of 10. There's some room for improvement, but it's pretty solid.
I don't wanna be down.
Oh, you know, Tyler this, Tyler. I'm so sick of these niggas. They don't know you.
White boys mocking this shit and y'all mad at me, y'all can suck my dick.
Tyler's new album, Chromacopia, has had a lot of time in the spotlight lately. It's done very well in its first few months, and some songs were just destined to become classics like Sticky and Like Him. Sticky has too many big features to go unnoticed, and Like Him is just a song that anyone would like. This is the first album here that I don't really have any specific complaints for. The middle kinda drags on a little bit though. I feel like Tyler knew Hey Jane, I Killed You, and Judge Judy weren't as good as the others, so we just slapped them all together in the middle, separated by 2 of the best songs, Darling I and Sticky. Probably unintentional, but it's kinda funny. This album is about growing up and getting older. Tyler's birthday was just a few weeks ago and he turned 34. Dang, Unc. I think he beat up his birthday cake with a belt. Definitely top 10 moments in history. Anyways, my top 3 songs are Thought I Was Dead, Balloon, and Noid. My least favorite is Hey Jane. 9 out of 10 album. Very good. You know what else is very good?
You remind me of my Sigma. A lot of mods makes a perfect look smaxer.
Wolf is such an amazing album. It's got some real bangers and it's definitely Tyler's first good album. The leap from Goblin to Wolf should honestly be studied. This album is about Tyler's alter ego, Wolf Haley, going to summer camp at Camp Flogna, which is Golfwang backwards, which is Wolfgang backwards, which is Mozart's first name. See where I'm going with this? You meet someone named Samuel who has a girlfriend named Salem, who Wolf steals from him. Sam wants some revenge, but he never gets it. Putting the story aside, these songs are so good. There's some absolute bangers like 48 and Rusty, indescribably awesome songs like Domo 23 and Tamale, and songs that make you ascend like Answer, IFHY, and Tree Home 95. This album is just so good, man. My top 3 is IFHY, Tamale, and Rusty, and my least favorite is Pigs. This is absolutely a 9.5 out of 10. Now on to probably the most controversial part of this video. Please don't shoot me for having Cherry Bomb in my top 2. It was a really hard decision for me to place this album. It was number 6 a month ago, but it's grown on me a lot lately. I love the music videos, I love the alter ego, and most of all, I love the music. They're just straight bangers like Death Camp and Smuckers, and there are songs that would make anyone over 60 have a heart attack like Cherry Bomb and Run. And there are also songs that make you ascend and that anyone will like Find Your Wings and Okaga CA. This was a very important album for Tyler. You could call it a transition album. It was where he found his sound as an artist and began to change as a person. That's really why Cherry Bomb sounded so shifty. It encourages you to go out there and do whatever you want. To find your wings, if you will. This is really the only album of Tyler's besides maybe Flower Boy to not really have a specific story or message. It's just a collection of songs he made, and I love it for that. My top 3 songs are Two Seater, Pilot, and Okaga CA. And my least favorite is The Brown Saints of Blah Blah Blah. I'm not saying the rest of that. Straight up, this album is a 10 out of 10 for me. I know that sounds crazy, but it's just that good. However, there's just one album that tops this one, and if you know me personally, you probably know what it is.
My pickup line this shit. I try to do this one. Oh, you look malnourished.
Call Me If You Get Lost is generational. It is such a good album. The story, the vibe, the music videos, it even has a deluxe. How many other Tyler albums have deluxes? Goblin? Okay, you got me there. This album is about an alter ego named Sir Baudelaire traveling the world and falling in love with a girl who, in true Tyler fashion, he fumbles. 2 years after the original came out, Tyler dropped a deluxe version called The Estate Sale, which added an interlude and 7 full tracks, which he claims are throwaways from the original album, but are actually better than half of the songs on the original album, which were already really good. This album has some absolute bangers like Corso, Juggernaut, and Dogtooth, and some songs that make you feel really good like Hot Wind Blows, Rise, and Heaven to Me. And also some absolutely soul-crushing songs that sound awesome like I Thought You Wanted to Dance and Sorry Not Sorry. This album is just so good, man. My top 3 is Juggernaut, Rise, and Boyfriend Girlfriend, and my least favorite is Wilshire. 10 out of 10. So yeah, that was my ranking of every Tyler album. There were definitely some hot takes in here, and I know there are going to be some things that not everyone can agree on. Overall, this is just my opinion, you can have your own. I'm not going to force you to like Cherry Bomb or hate Goblin. All I ask is that you keep my glorious album Call Me If You Get Lost name out your phone.